22 years experience working in clubs and topless waitressing, and have both been awarded Miss Centerfold.
Amazing, our best Showgirls.
And I won with a sex education show. And then the following year I did the same competition again to defend my title. And then since then I've taken competing like further than just Centerfold Lounge. I've gone into state and done Miss Firm, which I came third overall. Then I've also done some Miss Nudes just last year, and I came third in Miss Nude Darwin and third in Miss Nude South Australia, and then made it into the finals of the whole thing and competed there and won hottest body. So I actually have a degree in circus arts, travelling tent circus, where we travelled around and bark for the pussy. Whip and I'll wax them and I'll lead them around and, set them on fire. But then I'll also set myself on safe fire, which is sexy. Perfect. Enough time for the bruises to heal. A man tantrum, but in a wedding dress. So I'll roll them over.
Manscaped, brother, manscaped. So the guys requested a nun outfit, and I was like, yeah, cool, like Sister Maria nun, and I was like, wow.
I feel good. I knew that I would now. I feel good.
Welcome to another episode of the Spicy Waitress Diaries. Today we're sitting down with Porscha and Georgia, two of our top showgirls at MB Entertainments. Collectively, they have 22 years experience working in clubs and topless waitressing, and have both been awarded Miss Centerfold.
Amazing, our best showgirls here. Our clients love your shows.
Yay.
Literally, Tia and I hear about your shows for weeks on.
Excellent.
So, Georgia, you've done lots of shows and you've done lots of showgirl competitions. Explain what shows you've done and how you kind of got into that world.
So I was already doing just shows and not showgirl competitions at my club, just because it's fun being on stage and performing. And then in 2019, just one of the ladies asked if I wanted to do the comp, and I was like, oh, YOLO, why not? I'll do it. And I didn't care what the theme was. I just wanted something where I started completely covered, so you couldn't tell if I was hot or not. So I decided to do an apocalypse themed show, so full gas mask. And then I won, so that was cool. My first ever showgirl competition. I won, Miss Centerfold. And then the following year I did the same competition again to defend my title, and I won with a sex education show, which is a lot of fun. I have banana and a donut situation and two inflatable giant penises. They dance on stage with me and we just vibe out, and I pretty much just let people know how sex is done. So that's fun. And then since then I've taken competing further than just Centerfold Lounge. I've gone into state and done Miss Firm, which I came third overall 2 years ago.
Out of the whole state.
Yeah. Well, anyone can compete.
Yeah.
In Australia. So even though it's a home club competition, at the Firm, anyone can compete because it's such a renowned competition. So they just let anyone compete, which is great. Thank you. And then I've also done some Miss Nudes just last year, and I came third in Miss Nude Darwin and third in Miss Nude South Australia, and then made it into the finals of the whole thing and competed there and won hottest body. So.
And Miss Best Legs.
And Miss Best Legs, but I would like to thank my left leg, because when you do all the posing, you pose to your left, and this leg way hotter than that leg.
So real MVP, this one.
Yeah, you've done really well. So oh yeah, with the Miss Nude Australia ones, there's many categories, best boobies, best legs, best bum, best body. I think they might have a Miss Entertainer, and maybe a Miss Photogenic,
Miss
Beauty Queen,
seduction.
Oh yes, yeah, most seductive.
Yeah.
I was never gonna win that. I didn't have any hopes for that one, but I tried hard. So, but yeah, and then she's done a bunch of competitions.
Yeah.
Too.
Tell us, Porscha.
Yes.
So I did Miss Centerfold 2024 was my first ever comp, which
Georgia was actually my trainer for, so she trains all of my shows. Lucky enough, I won that one. And then I did Miss...
And I came second.
Yeah.
I trained her too well.
And then I did Miss Exotic Entertainer. I came runner-up for that. And then I did Double Take, which is like you have a partner, and I came first in with someone else with that. And then Miss Centerfold 2025, I came runner-up.
Yeah.
So, yes. Done for 1, 2, runner-up in 2.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
She's on a pretty good streak.
Yeah, no.
So if she does any of the Miss Nudes this year, better look out.
So for your Georgia, were you always like athletic and flexible?
Yeah, so I did my whole like childhood did gymnastics growing up.
Yeah.
And then from there, straight after high school, I moved to Melbourne to go to NICA, which is like the National Institute of Circus Arts. And it used to be connected with Swinburne University. So I actually have a degree in circus arts. And from that have been, you know, that helps me on stage to be acrobatic and flexible and do all the things. But I've also worked in a traveling tent circus where we traveled around all of New South Wales, rural, had to actually like physically set up and pack down the tent, live in a caravan. But I've also moved to Abu Dhabi. I worked in Abu Dhabi for a year at Ferrari World, performing on a big wheel that's called like a German wheel, which is
It's like one of the mouse
it's
wheels.
kind of like a hamster. It's
Yeah,
kind of like-
fancy.
it's kind of like a big metal wheel where you're kind of like a hamster doing tricks and roly-polies back and forth.
Video here.
Yes.
And here's the video. Well, the Abu Dhabi one was good because they paid for all your flights, all your accommodation, all your food and everything. So then everything you kind of had, if you were smart with your money, you could just keep it all.
Yeah.
I was not so smart. But like some of the people who I was working with, they came from like places like the Ukraine where, you know, houses are very cheap. So they would literally come, work for 1 year and go home and buy a house. And I was like,
Wow.
well done.
Yeah.
That's good.
What a time in my life.
Oh, no.
For those who haven't seen your shows, can you girls describe it for us so that they can get the full picture?
So obviously when we do a stage show at the club, it's completely different, but we try and bring the same fun energy that we bring when performing to when we're doing it for like a buck show. So I don't know, we work well together and we're both fun and bubbly and silly and don't take it too seriously. Like it's good to, I don't know, when you're with a customer, like go a bit crazy but take it to the right limit. But I don't know, at the end I always have the customers coming up to me saying like, that was so much fun, like we were a bit worried, we've had shows before and it was a bit but like you guys were just so much fun, like I don't know, just we I don't know, good at just getting the crowd laughing and happy and excited
And getting everyone involved.
yeah
So I think like obviously club shows and private shows are very different.
yeah
I feel like club shows you're just like, oh yeah, this is cool. But when you're doing like a private show, you want it to be a more inclusive experience for everyone because let's be real, like guys get bored quickly of stuff. So I feel like the more you involve them, but they're simple, the more you involve them, the more they're going to be like, whoa. And you know, it's like prompts we do. It's like, oh, the louder you guys are, the harder we go. And they go, like they love it. So,
but then still just doing like little fun tricks, like when I'm fully clothed, I'll start by like doing a handstand kind of like on the guy where like my legs are up and my is right near his face. And I'm like, now guys, this move is way hotter when I'm naked. So they know I'm going to do it again like butt naked. So they're excited for what's to come. And then that includes a bit of like the acrobaticness into the show.
we try and like make it different. Like I feel like sometimes shows can be very cookie cutter and everyone does the same thing, but if we enjoy it, they're going to enjoy it. And if they enjoy it, we're going to enjoy it. So I feel like we always try and find something that's different to do. And like, yeah, we put like our own little unique spin on it. Yes, little doggy bowl. This dog bowl. The dog bowl's getting a good name recently.
They love the dog bowl though.
I feel like we should be like,
I've got Ron Sons at home.
yes.
You can make
Yeah, we should do like Georgia and Porsche's bitch. Yeah. Oh, but then we have to change it. Yeah. Like that's fun because they always see it and they're like, "What is that for?" And then you go,
And especially
"You're gonna
since I
see."
bought the really big one.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of liquid.
Yeah.
But yeah, just little fun stuff like that. Like we have the dog bowl, and after we finish whipping the buck with the belt, you put it around his neck like a little collar, and you drag him along, and you tell all the guys, he's been such a good boy. Yes, he has, and he loves a little pat behind the ears, and really just down in the butthole or in the what was you saying? Really down, right down the crack. And so one of us will lead him around and the other one will be getting donations, but not money donations, alcoholic donations into the dog bowl. And you bring it all around and you bring him around. He's been slapped and stuff by all his friends. And then you get down and you still got your undies on at this point. And you get him to like face you and bark for the pussy. But guys get like... And I'm like, if you're a good boy, I'll take my undies off. And then he'll bark, but they get shy. So like, row, row, row. And I'm like, what? Did we bring a fucking chihuahua? I want you to fucking bark for the pussy. And then they're like, and you're like, that's a good boy. Drink. And then you're like, yeah. And then it's fun.
Yeah.
It's
just funny. It's
think
different.
I don't know. Instead of just being like hardcore dom, like it's a bit, like we still do whip and like I'll wax them and I'll lead them around and, set them on fire. Not on proper fire, but safe fire. I'll set them on safe fire. But then I'll also set myself on safe fire, which is sexy.
Yeah.
But like instead of just being like hardcore, like we have fun with it and be a bit silly. So it's not just like...
Well, yeah. I've worked many jobs where you always hear about like just the horror story of like the showgirls.
Yeah.
Literally just took it too far.
Yeah. And I think that's sort of...
Or not far enough.
Yeah. Yes. Had one the other day. Oh my God. I think it's sort of up to like the showgirl's discretion, but you have to read the vibes. Like if you're whipping the buck and he's like, yeah, you're like, okay, cool. Like, let's go. But if they're like, oh my God, like they look like they're about to die. It's like, okay. And that's where I'll go, all right, you can choose one of your friends here that you think deserves, a little bit of punishment. Yeah. And they always, choose the one they want to cop it a little bit.
You up.
Yeah.
They're going to get a whipping.
Yeah, and I don't like, if I can see the buck or whoever we're doing the show on is really uncomfortable, I don't like to make them feel more uncomfortable. Like before we start, we'll always go up to the buck if they know what's going on or like the guy that's organising and just go, look, what's he like, if we're not there prior, to sort of suss the vibes. It's all like you have to be consensual in a way. Like they know they're going to get fucked up eventually, but it's like, just don't take it too far because that's when guys crack the sads. It can become dangerous for us. Like some guys you never know could turn around and try and do something back. Like you just have to read the room. Yeah.
I do say to my guys, I say I can do a level of 0 to 10.
Yeah.
And then whatever like the best man says to me, that's how hard I'll go.
Yep.
And like a lot of these guys have their wedding around the corner, so you can't be leaving like
Yeah.
I always ask, like, I'm like, oh, when's the wedding? And if it's like 5 weeks away, I'm like, perfect, enough time for the bruises to heal. And then you kind of know. But then if it's next week, then you probably ease back a bit.
I think, you get guys that are really into it and sometimes you get guys that are a bit unsure. I mean, usually like the Bucks friends will always want to go 20, like, just, smack the shit out of him, but it's like, oh, if he's not going to enjoy it or if he's going to, you don't want to take it too far where they don't enjoy it and they're like, okay, you guys are never organising anything for me again. We always want the client to be happy. Yeah. Like client satisfaction is our number one thing. Yeah.
It's so crazy because it's like it's a hard thing to fathom that like some guys, this isn't like what they fucking love. Like we're so used to that. But can you tell the story about the boat?
Literally just last week I had a boat job and when I hopped on the boat I was just wearing activewear, like I just arrived, so I wasn't even in my little get up yet. And I was like, hi everyone, I'm Georgia. And then I spotted that one guy was wearing a wedding dress and I was like, wow, fabulous, you're looking amazing. So I went over to him and he was just sat, so I didn't even like straddle him and everything. I just kind of half sat on his leg and gave him a little cuddle and said congratulations. And he got up and he stormed off the boat and I was like, what did I do? Thought I was being nice. Anyway, and then his friend's like, oh, you didn't know there was strippers coming. And I was like, oh no. Anyway, yeah, and he stormed off the boat, and it was so funny because he's having like a man tantrum, but in a wedding dress. And it was so funny to watch him just spit the dummy in his wedding dress. Anyway, and then he had to have 3 of his friends race after him to stop him, and they're trying to cool him down and like be like, and I was like, I promise I won't even look at you if that's what it takes. Like I can keep my activewear on if you prefer. Like I was like, I've already been paid, like I can go, but it's a waste of money for everyone else, so I'm happy to stay. Anyway, he came around, he came back on. An hour and a half and many drinks later, he bought a dance for his dad. And then after that, his friend bought him a dance and he got the dance. So I was like,
Don't be a little bitch.
weren't actually that angry, were you? But anyway,
For those men.
I know.
Yeah.
But it was just like, he was so angry at the start. And I was like,
You're like, it's not my fault. I'm just here.
and I was like, I hadn't even done anything hectic, like literally just activewear and a little congratulations cuddle. And he's got a crazy fiance.
Yeah, he's thinking, I'm going to be in the doghouse after this.
So what is in your show bag that you always bring to the jobs?
So I always have a costume of whatever I'm doing. We started doing,
Did you cut you off?
Yeah.
Guys kick the costume or do you kick?
We normally ask, like, we go, okay, what's your vibe? Like, if we're in the country, like, if we're doing a far job, we'll be like, oh, do you guys want, like, a country theme or, like, whatever it is? And they go, we did buy stuff because you guys said we're doing country stuff. Yeah.
and we've got a bunch of country stuff to do that. But it's always easy to just do Schoolgirl because that's like an easy classic. But I always, if I'm doing solo one, I've got Harley Quinn, which is like a proper rhinestone, like good costume. And everyone loves Harley Quinn. Like she's hot.
Yeah.
Pigtails. But it just depends who you and what you're doing. So always a costume. I always have the music like playlist ready to go on my phone.
Speaker.
Speaker.
Yep.
It's important.
You'll be surprised how many guys don't have speakers. They go, do you have one? You're like, fuck, you'd be dead. What would you do if we weren't here?
Thank God I'm here. I always bring a belt because usually like I pretend like at the start I'm like, oh, but I forgot one of my props. Does anyone have a belt? And they all go, oh, I've got a belt. Like they're excited to bring it out. And one time I did a job and I was like, oh, I've forgotten something. Does anyone have a belt? And no one had a belt. And I was like, shit. So now I've got my own belt and that just stays in my bag. And then if actually no one has a belt, I'll be like, surprise, I've got a belt. So yeah, belt, waxing strips, fire foam, which is just Taft hair mousse. It's very flammable.
The cheaper, the better.
Yeah, the cheaper the hair mousse, the better.
The cheaper it is, the more.
Yeah. There's a new one that's like a Woolies brand. It looks nice, but it's very cheap. I think it's like Oscar.
It's like $1.60, I think, for the bottle. Yeah, it's
so
where does that
flammable.
go up in flames?
That's good.
Have you ever had someone with chest hair?
Oh,
No. Stay off the hairy ones.
I had one on Saturday and I forgot, and he was
It hurts your hair.
Croatian, half Italian. And when I say his chest was like a fucking carpet, and I said to the guys, I said, guys, normally I wax them first, but I didn't have any wax strips. And I was like, sorry, but this is going to stink. And I was hurt, the smell of it. It was, and it was so long. And I don't know how.
You should start bringing a razor as well.
Yeah. At the end of it, I had his fucking chest hairs all over my boobs and all over my chest. I was like, this is disgusting. I ended up having a shower. I was like, I can't. And it was all over my loofah. Actually, I had to buy us new loofahs because there was so much hair in them. It was actually revolting. Yeah.
Nice.
And a nice.
The buck.
Yeah.
Getting married.
Yep. I felt sorry for the fiance.
I'll roll them over. Like,
Manscaped, brother. Manscaped.
I'll roll them over. Like, if I can find like a little section of back that's not hair, like, or like a bum cheek, and like these, like, let one area of this fucking man be hair.
Yes. Oh, yeah, lighter. Because you'll be surprised. You have to bring a lighter. So many guys don't have lighters. And everyone vapes now, so it's annoying.
It's true.
Otherwise, you've got the old wog lighters. You know, the really big, long ones that you use to light your stove. One of those.
One time I forgot a lighter.
Seriously, like all the holiday houses in like Rye or out far, I'm like, I actually asked them, I was like, do you guys have a lighter? Mine died for some reason. It was one of yours. It was out. And then he goes, oh, I've got this. And I was like, fucking hell, this thing. I was just sitting there like, it's all good.
One time I was at job with I had like a bain marie of food, so there's like a little flame going under that, and I had forgot a lighter, and no one had a lighter, so then I got like a piece of paper to light the bain marie, and then bring it over and put the foam. I was like, oh yes. And I promised the fire, and I was like, I've got to make it happen.
Yeah.
And we did.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, dog bowl.
Oh yeah, dog bowl's always in the bag. Got to bring the dog bowl, and always just like a little like champagne style bucket with soapy water and a towel.
And a towel.
Aftermath
And loafers.
loofahs. Ooh, and then you
Yeah.
can give it a little scrub and let the buck give you a little scrub. Yeah, yeah, just wherever they want. Maybe not in, but you're not around.
What's the worst experience you guys have had? Showgirls or waitressing?
No, I haven't had any bad experiences waitressing, but shows, yes. I did one a few weeks ago, and it was in Rye. Normally when you go to jobs in Rye, they're like really good and they're really into it, but I was in for a rude awakening. So I went to this job and it was organised like a week and a half before. So the guys requested like a nun outfit. And I was like, yeah, cool. I can just like get one, no stress. And they're like, no, we want like nun, like
Not sexy nun.
like Sister Maria nun. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I feel like it's really wrong and I'm like already going to hell, but cool. So I did it. They ordered this costume off Amazon. Anyway, so I got there and this guy came up to me and he's like, oh, like no one knows you're here. Quick, like rush me in. And there was no other waitresses there. And it's very rare you go and do a show and there's not waitresses there. So I was like, oh, okay, this is a bit odd. Anyway, he took me into the room and I was like, cool, like what's the vibe, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, no one knows you're here. Basically, no one likes strippers. I was like, okay, awesome.
That's good.
Cool. And I'm thinking, I'm about to get in a nun outfit. Perfect. And yeah, so the Buck used to go to Catholic school. And yeah, they dressed him up as a altar boy. Anyway, I got changed. It took me 25 minutes literally to work out how to put this thing on because it had the full head scarf. We can insert photo. And they did like this big introduction, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, we've got this. And then he's like, oh, we've got Sister Porscha for you. And I walked in. So not only was I wearing the nun costume, but it was actually all guys that I went to school with and like knew from school. And I've never wanted to die and crawl into a hole more than when I walked into that room. And a few of them looked at me like, oh, where do I know you from? And I was just playing dumb like, oh, because I obviously look very different. I've had just a little bit of work done since school. And yeah, it was weird. The vibes were weird. It was just like off. Everyone was just like, oh, and I was like, oh, fuck's sake. Like you've asked me to dress up as a nun. Fair enough if I was sexy, you can sort of get away with it. But I was like, I actually feel stupid. Yeah, I feel like a dickhead. I did. So the nun outfit was so tight under my arms. I literally couldn't do anything. And I was like, I feel really like wrong.
Requested you to stay in the nun outfit.
Yes. So I ended up doing my first 2 songs in it. And then it was so hot and I had so much anxiety, which I never get. So I was just like, I need to take this off. The head thing had like all these hooks at the back and I had to get the buck. I was like, hey, just get this shit off. Like I couldn't get it off. But yeah, they just like weren't into it at all. Lucky the buck was really, really, really good. So props to him. But yeah, it was a horror story. Like it was just really, I was so uncomfortable. I was like, it honestly couldn't be worse. And it's like, not like you can just get up and go or whatever. But even some of the guys, like obviously we do a lot of crowd stuff. They like didn't want a bar of it. So I was like, yeah, this is sick. Awesome. I'm like, so good. So yeah, it was not the best one I've ever done, but yeah. So if you have like special requests, can you guys like make sure that the buck knows about it? Because it's really fucking awkward when they don't.
There's a skin how you can have a buck show and ask all of that of you
Yeah.
and not explain them, and they don't like you.
Well, the worst part about it, the organizer was gay, so he organised it all. And then he'd already paid for a lap dance up front and he goes, oh, we'll give it to the buck. And then when it came around to it, no one wanted the lap dance. Like not one single guy. There was 25 of them there. Not one wanted it. So I ended up taking the gay guy that booked me.
Look, everyone likes boobs. Yeah. Everyone. I like boobs, you boobs, gay guys like boobs, straight guys like boobs. Boobs are fun. So and you've got fun boobs. So he would have been well
They're fun bags.
Yeah.
No, he was good. He was a good sport. I think he felt like a little bit bad. But yeah, I think it's like, yeah, it wasn't nice.
Yeah, when you get like the clients come up to you after and like, that was amazing, good job, girls. It's like a dopamine thing.
Yeah. You're like, oh my God, really? I didn't know.
I nailed it. Again.
Yeah. Have you ever done shows but lap dances? And I would be so nervous to even come out and do a show. But you did that. Well done.
Yes.
Well done. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. With that, I'm lucky I'm not from Melbourne, so it's very rare I'll run into someone I know. So mine wasn't like during a show, but I do remember recently, she was there as well. We were just doing topless waitressing. And when we first arrived, we just let the guys know the rules, like, please no photos. If you want a photo, ask us first. We'll pose. I don't want just random photos taken of me because maybe I'm not looking my best. No, like, touching us inappropriately. If you pay for a lap dance, that's great. Absolutely no hitting us. Like, you'd think when you say no touching us, that would correspond with no slapping us or hitting us, but apparently not. Anyway, we're sitting at the bar. Oh, that's what happened. It was a fun song. So then, like, we're standing at the bar and a really fun song came on with, like, a good beat, like a dun, dun, dun kind of beat or something. And when the beat went, one of the guys just standing at the bar with me just slapped me on the ass, but, like, not just a little, dun, dun, dun. He really slapped me on the ass. And usually I'm very patient and cool, calm and collected, and I can, like, set my boundaries, but it just pissed me off because he really slapped me. And I was holding a fan because it was a summer's day and I get hot, as you know. And I was holding a fan and I just like whacked him with it 3 times. And then everyone, like, turned around and looked, and I was like, just exploded. I was like, what? Like, have to, like, blah, blah, blah. And some other guys were like, what happened? I was like, I can't even remember.
Yeah.
I cried. Did I cry?
I think you were very close to it. Georgia's like one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. We've known each other, like 4 years? Never. I've never seen her angry, never seen her anything. And I was with someone else and she just flipped and I turned around to see what was going on. This guy was fucking belting her. And I was like, after one hit, I would have been like, fuck, but it was like a few times and she just lost it. So I, like, quickly ran over and I abused him as well. And I said, you can go and sit at the back of the boat or the top of the boat. You're done for the trip. And, like, all of his mates were so apologetic. But it's just, like,
everyone else was very,
I
very
think he
nice
thought
and
he
sorry.
was being cool.
Fun. I think he thought it was being fun and funny and going with the beat of the song and we were having fun.
No.
But I was like, please remember, you don't know me. I'm a girl. My bum is not covered in jeans. Like, it's straight on the skin.
And you had marks. You had marks for ages, like proper handprints. It was really bad.
Never usually happens. Usually guys are very, very nice. That was quite a
If you have waitresses, don't do it because you will cop it.
Don't slap me. Yeah. I will give you permission if you're allowed to give me a little slap in a show. Don't just slap us out of the blue for no reason.
Yeah.
Christ.
That's also crazy that you were like on a boat and you were like stuck on the boat trip.
Yeah.
If anything happens with those, like, if you ever do get a boat job, if anything happens, you can always go to the captain and just get him to drop you off. Like, if you need to leave.
I had a similar story. I was on a bus. So it was like there was no escaping.
It's not old.
And walking, in the aisle of the bus, slapped me once. I said, you can't do that. You didn't pay for that. They think that if they pay for strippers, they pay for, like, the whole thing. No, it's not. It's not a fucking collective thing. Anyway, and then I walked past again and he did it again. And I was like, all right, you're here, I'm here. I can't go near you again. Like, that's second chance. I walked past to get the boys a drink again. He did it again.
No.
And my initial reaction was just not to, like, throw a drink on him, but throw the whole can at his face.
Yeah.
I don't know if Melon came out at me there, but yeah, I threw a whole can. He copped a can of hard solid. And it was really awkward after that because we were all sitting on a bus and they were all like, what the fuck? And he actually went back at me as well. Like, he went to go and, like, I just got involved. So, yeah, it was really awkward. We had to get off on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. So I'm calling an Uber. I'm fine. I'm not getting on that bus.
Yeah, it's just so disrespectful. It's like you wouldn't do it to some random person on the street unless you're really cooked in the head. Don't do it to us. We're paid for a service. We don't come to your job and abuse you. Like, we are very strict with our rules. We have systems in place so this doesn't happen. And to be fair, I always think it's the really young ones or it's the really old ones. Like, there's never any in between. Normally, like, I love a daddy. Like, I've we love a daddy. Never really had any bad experiences, but I find the worst ones are the oldies because I think they can just get away with it. They'll come up and be like, your tits are fun and stuff like that. It's like, you're actually gross. Yeah. Like, that's disgusting. Like, you wouldn't go and do that to a 20-year-old on the street, so don't do it to me. Like, it's so gross.
I had a party a while ago. This older guy, it was a big Greek party or something, and he just had his phone up taking photos. And I was like, don't do that. Then I walked past again, and he's got it up like here. He's not even trying to hide. And that was the first job I reckon I'd ever left because I was just like, no, he's taking photos.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, he can't speak English very well. I'm like, bullshit.
Yeah.
You all know.
Yeah, they know.
Really, the other guys are always really nice. But yeah, I found always the oldies, like,
Yeah. I feel like they're either really good or really not good. There's like really no in between, which is unfortunate.
How to play. Oh, I didn't mean to. No,
Yeah.
she did not. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for jumping on the balls.
Welcome.
That's so much fun, like we always do.
Yes.
Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you follow, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode. Come on.